Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and I'll be your guide to the proper usage and care of your Bulgari Diagono Magnesium Chrono. It's important to note, first and foremost, that this is an automatic winding watch, yet should it run down, it can be wound manually. In the first position, with the crown flush to the case, simply wind until you see the constant seconds at 3 o'clock begin to advance. Once this is done, you can put the watch on the wrist and the automatic winding system will use the kinetic energy of the wrist to continue winding itself. However, should you wish to fully energize the 42-hour power reserve, it's important to note that due to the bridal mainspring design, you cannot overwind this watch. The mainspring will simply slip and relieve the excess stress, so wind the watch until you're satisfied that it is completely energized. It's also important to note that the chronograph has a specific sequence of operation. The start-stop trigger is positioned at 2 o'clock. The movement should always be started, stopped, and reset in that order. Start, stop, and reset. It's critical to exclusively operate the chronograph in this order, as attempting to reset the chronograph when it's in motion can severely damage the mechanism. When setting the time, the watch features a hacking seconds function, such that the crown, pulled to extremity, will stop the balance of the watch, halt the constant seconds at 3 o'clock, and now, if you stop the constant seconds at 60, you can precisely synchronize the watch to a known accurate reference time. The stop or hacking seconds function is featured specifically for synchronizing the watch. It's also important to always turn the watch and ensure that it is nowhere between, or potentially between, the 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. time frame, as attempting to set the date during this period using the quick set function can crash the movement and damage the watch. Once you're sufficiently satisfied that the hour hand is out of the 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. sector, you can pull the crown to its second position and engage the quick set date to rapidly correct the watch should it run down or encounter an irregular length month. It's important to note that the watch has certain vulnerabilities to extreme temperatures, and Bulgari advises keeping it out of jacuzzis, hot tubs, and also freezing waters. Moreover, it's important to be cognizant of magnetism, as this is a mechanical watch with a traditional metallic hairspring. Exposure to extreme magnetic fields, such as those involved in professional magnetic resonance imaging equipment, high-powered speakers, or refrigerator doors, can magnetize the hairspring and alter the timing adversely. Should you suspect that your watch has become magnetized, take it to an authorized retailer or factory boutique where specialized equipment is available to restore the timing of the watch and demagnetize the hairspring. Regarding water resistance, it's important to note that although the watch is rated at 10 ATM or 100 meters as it leaves the factory, there are several precautions that must be taken to ensure that hermeticity in practice and over time. First, never actuate any of the functions of the watch when there's water on the chronograph pushers or the crown, or when submerged. It is okay to start the chronograph on the surface and then submerge it, but the pushers and the crown must never be actuated while wet or submerged, as this can bypass the seals of the watch and introduce water to its interior. Furthermore, when maintaining factory-rated hermeticity, Bulgari advises having the watch tested for watertight integrity at an authorized retailer or factory boutique no less than every 2 years to ensure that the factory-rated hermeticity is retained in practice. Regarding service, Bulgari recommends a minor service every 2 years and a complete overhaul every 3 to 5 years. The precise scope of the work often depends on the type of watch and movement involved, but in each case exclusively have minor services, which include tests of water resistance, timing, and functioning, and major services, which include complete disassembly, refinishing, cleaning, oiling, and adjustment of the movement, as well as water testing performed by authorized retailers of Bulgari or factory-owned boutiques. These agencies exclusively have access to the specialized factory parts, equipment, and trained personnel to protect the performance and the value of your investment. Moreover, only these agencies are authorized to endow the serviced watch with a 12-month factory-backed warranty. To learn more about the care of your Bulgari Diagono Magnesium Chrono and the entire Bulgari line, call our experts at govbergwatches.com.